Veterans, the military took a lot from me. And in this video, I'm going to be discussing how I took every benefit back. This video is going to be a veteran's complete guide to extracting every dollar, opportunity, and advantage that you have earned. Why? Because you've earned it. You serve your country, you deserve it. If you're new here, my name is Ruben Gama. I am a combat veteran and the CEO of VA Claims Made Easy. I have no-life the VA system so that you don't have to. Because remember, the VA is not the problem. Your lack of knowledge and the system is. And that's what we fix here on this channel. Let's get into the video. When people talk about the military, they usually do one or two things. They either romanticize it or they trash it. Neither of those helps the young service members standing at MEPS. Neither of those helps the young E4 wondering if re-enlistment is still worth it. And absolutely none of those are going to help the staff sergeant quietly planning his exit. But here's the truth. The military is transactional. You give time, physical health, mental bandwidth, freedom, comfort, and sometimes identity. In exchange, you are promised housing, food, healthcare, education, stability, and benefits. But here's what nobody explains clearly. The military will take its side of the deal automatically. You're going to pay that price that you said you would when you sign on that contract. You must actively extract yours, as is your responsibility. If you don't, the system will happily let you leave value on the table, shake your hand and tell you thank you for your service, and skedaddle. This video exists to make sure that doesn't happen to you. Why most service members waste their benefits. Many veterans waste their benefits not because they're lazy. It comes from poor education, bad leadership incentive, figure it out culture, survival mode thinking. When you're tired, stressed, deployed, and in the field, long-term planning feels abstract. So people say, I'll worry about it when I get out. I'll handle it later. I don't need that right now. Later becomes never. And the military doesn't circle back to remind you. Absolutely not. They are not going to do that. It is your responsibility to make sure you get all these benefits. Mindset shift. You're not lucky. You actually earned this. Let's fix this first. Benefits are not gift. They're not favors. They're not charity. They are compensation. You earn them through control risk, constrained freedom, operational stress, bodily wear and tear. Once you internalize that, something changes. You stop feeling guilty about using your benefits that you've earned. You stop minimalizing your service. You stop thinking someone else needs this more. The mindset alone is worth thousands of dollars because you gotta understand you've already put your country first. It's time that you put you and your family first, especially when you're getting out and you don't have the uniform anymore. It don't make no sense. So let's talk about some of these benefits. One of those benefits are credit card fees waived. This is a hidden goldmine. A lot of veterans don't understand this. Through the federal protection ties to the military service, many financial institutions will waive annual credit card fees, cap interest rate, preserve benefits. This includes higher tier credit card most civilian pays hundreds per year to hold, such as the Amex. If you are in the military, you can get the Amex and you don't pay their annual fee. And I think last time I checked, the annual fee was around $760 to $780. You get the Amex card, you're good. What that means in real life: airport lounge access, travel credits, hotel perks and points, consumer protection, all without the annual cost. The responsible way to use this, let me be very crystal clear. This is not an excuse to go into debt, flex status, buy things you can't afford. This is a leverage tool, not a lifestyle flex. So use it correctly. Build your credit, stack the reward, reduce your out-of-pocket costs. When you use it incorrectly, you destroy your future. This is where discipline becomes the gatekeeper. Next is credit building, the military advantage window. Most civilians struggle to build credit because income is unstable, Bills are unpredictable, emergencies drain progress. The military removes most of that friction. In the military, you have stable pay, predictable expenses, housing and food largely covered. This is the best possible environment to build credit. If you leave the military without solid credit, financial literacy, basic leverage skills, this is not bad luck. You just wasted the positioning. You wasted your time. That's actually crazy. You should be utilizing every advantage you get while you're serving. Military discounts, small saving, big cumulative impact. Military discount doesn't feel impressive individually, but money doesn't disappear in one big hit. It bleeds out, 10% here, 15% there, reduced plan with fees. Over a 4-year contract, these savings can add up to thousands of dollars. The rule here is always ask, never assume. Worst case, nothing changed. Best case, you kept more of your money. Next, powerful benefits. One of the most strongest loan entity in the whole country. The VA Home Loan allows eligible service members and veterans to purchase property with zero down payment, avoid private mortgages insurance, access competitive interest rates. This is not normal in the civilian world. Matter of fact, from a previous realtor, the VA Home Loan is one of the most powerful loan. It's usually very low interest rate compared to the FHA or the commercial other entities that is out there. So if you have access to this, absolutely use it. You can only use it in the States, all right? You cannot use it outside in different countries. But you can use this for multiple units. You can even buy a quadruplex, which is 4 units, live in one, and rent out the other 3. And the only stipulations is, since it's a primary home residence, you have to live in the property for a minimum of a year. Once you reach that 1-year mark, you can then do whatever you want to do with that property. And there's no limit on how many times you can use the VA Home Loan. Do not let anyone fool you and tell you it's capped out. There's no limit on how many times you can use it, and there's also no monetary cap of the VA Home Loan. Trust me, I've sold lots of property to veterans when I was a realtor. I've even seen the VA Home Loan be used for a $1 million home purchase. What the VA stipulates is the lender that you're using puts their regulations that they want. And they're going to base that regulation off your debt to income ratio, your credit, and what you can actually afford. Based off of that criteria, that's what those lenders are going to cap you on. So now that you have this information, go ahead and go get you a quadruplex, live in one, rent it off of the other ones. Once you hit that 1-year mark in that first property, you can either do a home equity line of credit, where you pull out the equity in cash to use to purchase or fund your next purchase, or you can simply just use the income earned from that first property to add on as additional income to fund your next property. Either way, you can use this home loan, the VA Home Loan, multiple times. Understand the VA Home Loan is not just only about home ownership, it's about leveraging the benefits. Hold up, real quick, vets. YouTube tells me that 93.8% of you guys are watching the video but not subscribing. That's like my ex-girlfriend wanting all my VA benefits but not committing to me. Come on, man. You know, I put a lot of work, a lot of sweat into these videos. So if it's bringing value to you, just hit the subscribe button. It literally takes nothing from you, but it tells YouTube that what we're doing here at VA Cleans Made Easy is actually helping the community, so they promote and push to more veterans. And ultimately, that's our goals. So go ahead and take the time out right now. Just subscribe to the channel. Next benefits is tuition assistance. The most ignored free money that I've seen so many veterans waste. Every year, service members fail to use $400 to $4,500 in tuition assistance. If you're still in the military, you better be going to school. This is literally free money The money expires annually, which means if you don't use it, it's gone. How to use it strategically. You don't need to overload yourself. Chase perfection, finish degree immediately. Even one class per year is going to save your GI Bill for months and accelerate your post-service timeline. This is also going to reduce a lot of stress later. When you stack this with grants such as the Pell Grants or financial aid, some service members pay nothing, receive refunds, and get their education. This is not theory, it's just strictly execution. Next is the GI Bill. More than just college. The GI Bill is often misunderstood. It's not just about a 4 years degree or a traditional classroom. Once you transition out, it can support technical training, certifications, housing stipends, transitional periods, and veterans who plan early stress this benefit further, avoid wasted months, and reduce post-service panic. Matter of fact, if you retire, you can even use the VR&E, stack that with the GI Bill, and you're not even limited to just being in the States. I'm currently in school, living in Panama, and utilizing my GI Bill to finish my education. So you can use this anywhere. The GI Bill is a transition buffer, not just an educational benefits, if you use it strategically. Next is your medical benefits. Quality of life matters. While you're in service, you have access to medical care, dental care, mental health support. Civilian pay thousands for what you have access to automatically. This is great news because if you want to see something crazy, go look up civilian insurance premium. It's gonna blow your mind how much people are paying. That's why so many Americans are not even on insurance. So you serving, you have this benefit. Utilize it. Take care of yourself while you're in the service. Because if you don't, you're gonna be feeling all of that when you get out. And everybody's jersey has to be hung up. I don't care how much of a super soldier you are, your jersey is gonna get hung up. And when it is, you're gonna be looking back, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. Don't be that guy. Take care of yourself. Ignoring healthcare because it's inconvenience, I don't want to be seen as weak, is one of the biggest long-term mistakes service members make. Laser eye surgery and elective care. Some quality of life improvement, vision correction, specialty care may be covered or accessible during service. These benefits are often unavailable or extremely expensive later. Get them while you're in. Matter of fact, I got LASIK while I was in the military. I'll post a picture of what I used to look like before I joined. I was a Poindexter, a geezer. I was a geezer, right? And when I got in, Uncle Sam was like, hey, you blind geezer, we got you. We're gonna fix your eye. And they did. I didn't pay nothing. And later on, I found out that surgery is like $10K, all taken care of. So utilize this benefit. Next, while you're in service, you get access to free gyms. Physical readiness is not vanity. Military gyms are free, accessible, well-equipped, but more importantly, they provide stress regulations, identity continuity, mental resilience. Strength is not optional in service. It's not. Neither is conditioning. Training is not about aesthetics, it's about responsibility. You are a soldier, you're in service. It is your moral obligation to be able to perform to the highest standard of your job requirement. I strongly believe in that. When your boy was a combat engineer, I used to be going crazy. I'm saying I was running my 2 miles in 11 minutes. I promise you guys, I'm not even making this up. If I can find the screenshot of my last PT test prior to me getting injured, you'll see that. Your boy was a stud, you know. Now, I'm just a shadow of that guy. My body is broken. My back hurt, my knees sounds like a snap, crackle, and pop cereal. When you put the milk on there, you know, put the milk, it's just like, that's how my knees sound like now. Hey man, I sacrificed for America and I would do it all over again. Basic living costs. The rare financial institution phase. While serving, most of your housing, food, healthcare are covered. This is not like normal life. This is a protective phase designed to give you stability. The mistakes many makes is coasting instead of building, consuming instead of preparing. This phase should be used to eliminate debt, build savings, plan transitions, and develop skills. If you're serving in the military, all your basic needs are covered. That money you make is simply just for you. I highly recommend you start saving some, you start investing some, and you don't just outspend your means. Now, let's talk about exit planning. You want to start early or pay later. The military ends for every single one. The difference here is some land on their feet and others free fall. Exit planning is not pessimism, it's professionalism. You should know what skills you're taking with you, what benefits remain active, what income streams exist, where you want to live. These are questions you should be able to answer for yourself. The earlier you plan, the smoother your transition. If you don't have these thoughts and don't prepare yourself, that's when you have to react to your transition out. And the worst thing you can do is start reacting to you transition out of the military. So many veterans make this mistake and they just get plugged back into the system. Let me say this clearly. No benefits fully compensates for injury, trauma, family strains, missed time, mental load. Acknowledging that doesn't make you better, it makes you honest. But refusing to use what is available, it compounds the loss. Here's the big picture I want you guys to take from this video. Each of those benefits alone is going to help. But if you combine them all together, they're going to create stability, leverage, opportunity, and freedom. The military doesn't teach this holistically. That's why so many leave unprepared. But this video is designed to fix that gap. With that being said, you've upheld your side of the contract. You showed up, you endured, you adapt, and you served. The system will not chase you down to remind you what they owe you. So you need to do this instead. Keep watching this channel so you can learn all about your benefits, extract them intentionally, use that to build a foundation for your life and your family, and not out of entitlement, out of respect for what you have give to your country. I truly hope this video brought you value. If it did, share it with a veteran that you know is going to bring value to as well. My name is Ruben Gama. I'm the CEO of VA Claims Made Easy. Don't forget, take a look at this video or this one. They're equally going to bring you as much value as possible. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.